What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Latina Gringo.
It's caught in the crossfire.
Today we have a very special video, some very big news from our family to yours. And as you see in the title, you know what it's about. But before we get into it, obviously, if you're new, punch that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, give us a like, and of course, follow us on
Latina Gringo.
At Instagram, is what I was going for. Follow us on Instagram at Latina Gringo. And we're growing, as we said in every other video. Every week we're getting bigger and bigger. So help us grow and continue to further our channels and social media. Now on to the biggest news of our lives.
Dun, dun, dun. Last week we did a reveal of the gender of our baby, and it turns out that we are expecting a little baby girl. I think he's more nervous than I am.
Very nervous. Very. I'm not gonna. We wanted a boy, but not in the sense of like if we had a girl, you know, we're upset about it. We're overjoyed. We cannot wait.
We wanted a boy first, and then a girl to be able to take care of the little girl, and you know, so.
Yeah, we just wanted the older sibling to be a boy, if we could choose.
If we could choose, but we can't choose, and you get whatever you get. So
we're
getting a baby girl, and we're very happy about it. Very excited.
We're gonna have Daddy's little girl.
Daddy's little girl.
She already has me wrapped around her finger. She's not even here yet.
Yeah.
And Danique's jealous of it.
Yes. I'm a very jealous person as it is.
So this video, just, you know, a little quick, you know, let you guys know what's going on in our lives and, you know, literally the biggest news of our lives.
Ever.
And we're going to throw out just a couple things that we're nervous about and that we're excited about, because if you ask us, are we ready to be parents? You're like 50-50.
No, I'm not ready at all. I don't think anybody's ready until like the baby's here and you're like, okay, I have to make this work.
All right. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. But so I say we each throw out our biggest fear about having a little baby girl.
Just one?
Yeah. Just one, your biggest fear.
Raising her to be a good raising her to be a woman of good in 25 years.
So basically raising her to be a good person?
Yeah.
Basically being a good parent?
Yeah.
Yeah, with teaching your kid good morals
and values, and having her not, you know, just be a good human being. That's, I think, is my biggest fear. Can I do that?
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, that hits the nail on the head.
That entails a lot of things, so it's a very broad fear, but.
I think my biggest fear in terms of having a girl is obviously just the whole. I have two younger sisters, and growing up, I'd see them, you know, how can I describe it? It's not so much them going on dates and dating and things like that, which is a lot of things that a lot of guys say, because I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just hope I can be the type of father, and she can be the type of mom who teaches her, you know, do whatever you want to do at your own pace. Don't give in to peer pressure when it comes into all the major sex, drugs, alcohol, all that kind of stuff. Make the right decision and don't feel pressured into those things.
No, what are we doing?
A strong, independent woman who can make her own decisions and not be peer pressured into those things.
Yeah.
You know, I've known girls that have made those mistakes. I've also known girls that stayed strong and stayed to their moral compass, and you know, that's what I want. So
it's so scary to have kids.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have kids yet, the day that you find out that you're pregnant, at first it's very exciting. You're like, oh my god, great news, we're gonna be parents. And then as the months go by, the realization sets in of, oh my god, I need to raise and keep alive a little human.
Yeah.
It's
literally your responsibility to keep them alive.
Yeah.
Like,
I sometimes forget to keep the dogs.
Danique keeps me alive. Now I gotta keep somebody else alive. So, yeah, it's a little scary. For sure.
For me, another big fear is the actual giving birth part. You don't need to worry about that because you're just a guy, and cool for you.
Guy power.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that's another big fear of mine is the actual giving birth.
Absolutely. That would be scary for anybody, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, what about what are you most excited about?
I'm excited to have a little mini me running around and dancing with me in the kitchen and asking me for advice, and as annoying as it might be some days, say, "Mommy, mommy, 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 mommy," 100 times in a day. And I'm just excited for all the exciting things that are gonna happen and I'm gonna experience with this little girl.
Yeah, I think everybody that has kids, like us saying all this, like a lot of people that have had kids, they also just, it's a mutual thing. Everybody feels the same way.
Yeah.
They're scared, they're excited, they can't wait. My biggest excitement is I'm okay. I have a fear and I have an excitement. My fear is that my daughter won't be into sports because I can't force sports on a kid. You know, if they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. But I hope she is. And my excitement, which is going to be years down the road, is that, you know, I have a daddy's little girl, a best friend to go out and go golfing with me and watch sports together and play soccer and all that good stuff.
I think if you do it since an early age, she's gonna start. She's gonna have to like it because that's what she knows.
Brainwash them.
Yeah, basically.
So that's my goal anyway. So I have a goal, a fear, and an excitement. My goal is to brainwash them into liking sports. My fear is they won't like sports, and I'm excited
to play sports.
To play sports and have the excited factor of, you know, I always played golf with my dad growing up, and it was awesome, and we had a great time together. It's our thing. That's what we do, even when we go visit now. Me and him, we go out, just him and I, and whether I have a daughter or a son, you know, I want to have that with my kids. It was just a great time.
Yeah, there's so many things that, you know, you do with your parents as children that you're like, oh, I'm so excited to do these things with my kid, and kind of keep that tradition alive of what my mom did with me, I do with my daughter. Hopefully she'll do that with her, you know, daughter.
And also, if you're a younger person who still can do all those things with your parents, don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Because I know when you're growing up, and like me playing sports with my dad, I always took it for granted because he's my dad, it's what we did. But now, you know, I live across the ocean, I live in another country, and I don't get to do it but maybe once a year if we're lucky.
Yeah.
So don't take it for granted, you know. So yeah, so we have an excitement, a fear,
and appreciation. I have so much appreciation, like, for my mom right now, because I don't know how she did it, and like, she is amazing. She is the most wonderful woman I know. Right now, me becoming a mother of my own, I'm like, oh, I don't know how she did this. I hope I can be just as good as her. So definitely appreciation is one other thing that I'm like, wow.
Yeah, trying to, everybody wants to be a better parent than what their parents were. You want to give your kids more than what you had. And, you know, it's tough to do when you do have great parents.
Yeah.
It's a tough cookie to crack, you know? I never...
Like, how am I gonna be, like, how am I ever gonna be better than my mom? I can't, she's the best mom ever.
I mean, before high school, my parents are divorced, and before high school, my family had our struggles, but I never wanted for anything. I always had food on the table, I was always fed, I always went to school, I had shoes, you know? It could have been a lot worse. A lot of people have it a lot worse.
Definitely.
So as long as my kids never have to want for anything of life and death.
But yeah.
But like,
I was just gonna say, wanting things is sometimes a good thing.
They can want the newest PlayStation when they get older, or whatever that's gonna be.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna get it.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. Yeah. Another thing, I never took into account, you hear it all the time, about how expensive kids are, and it obviously hasn't hit us yet.
Not yet.
Like, just right now, all we have to do is buy all the baby stuff, which is a lot of stuff, don't get it.
And pregnancy clothes for Denise.
Yeah. Luckily the family is super excited as well, so that helps out big time.
Yay!
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like I owe my dad like millions of dollars.
Yeah. Which you probably do.
Yeah. I think he has a tally written on there. So yeah, that's a big burden for sure. Because I want to give this little girl the world. Anything I can. She's right there.
Somewhere in here.
So yeah, everybody, we are having a little baby girl. And I would tell you guys what we're thinking about names, but I don't want to read in the comments weird stories about the names we
John
pick.
has this fear that if we if we tell people baby names that we like, they're gonna be like, oh well, there was a girl in high school and blah 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 blah, or oh that's my dog's name. And I mean, if you can't think about it,
It's
like,
100% it would happen.
But you can't think about it like that because then you can't name your daughter anything.
That's why you just don't tell anybody and name whatever you want. That's it. If you don't tell anybody, nobody can tell you these stupid stories, and you're just like, okay, we like that name. That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
So.
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it, huh?
Yeah. If you guys have any questions about parents to be that maybe we can answer with our know nothing of parents to be, let us know in the comments down below. We'll
Or
answer
advice.
Or advice, yes, please do give us advice. We need
We're in
advice.
no position to give you advice.
No. So
But you can give us advice by far.
Definitely.
New parents, first kid,
Yeah.
28 years old.
very nervous.
But help us out. Give
Let
us
us know in the
the
comments
best
below.
parenting advice you can give us. The best parenting advice you can think of. If you could think
That would
of
be very
one
helpful.
thing, if you could think of one thing to advise a future parent, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for joining us. Again, hit the like button. Follow us on Instagram at Latina Gringo, and hit that subscribe button.
And we will see you
Next
week.
Friday.